Let's go back to 2020. OpenAI released a new paper on scaling laws, and they made a simple bet. Just grow parameters, grow compute and grow data, and the models will get better, predictably. And we've seen that. They did it and it worked for a long time. But then Chinchilla happened. DeepMind showed us that earlier scaling laws were actually wasting some energy, wasting compute particularly. More data with a smaller model actually, if properly balanced, can actually outperform bigger and less efficient models. This was the first evolution, and it's what we said earlier about balancing the three pillars. It's when scaling became not just about bigger and bigger at all costs, but also bigger and balanced. But what about now? Well, today is a bit more complicated. In fact, labs today are not only optimizing for size during pre-training, but they're also heavily working on two new factors. The first is inference efficiency, which is how cheap you can run the model after training, how cheap and also how fast. And then they're also optimizing for context length performance, essentially how much memory the model has and how good it is at using this memory, this short-term memory. And this matters a lot. For example, it matters very much for AI agents. Long context windows with good performance can allow your agent to handle very complex multi-step tasks and not lose the thread halfway through. And inference efficiency allows these agents to be deployed economically at scale. And that is exactly why labs are already optimizing for these two new factors, these two new dimensions. They are already sacrificing training efficiency today in exchange for a much cheaper and much more efficient inference tomorrow. If you want to know more about this, you can click this video here. But if we know now that the scaling game is changing drastically, what does that actually mean for you? What does it mean for the future of AI agents or any AI product? Well, if you think, for example, that today's AI products feel a bit clumsy, you are not wrong actually. But as scaling laws supercharge AI agents, I believe three things will actually come.